Today is Monday, May 24th, 2021. Welcome to the show. We're starting out with a reading by Charles Bukowski. This is from the book War All the Time, Poems 1981 through 1984. Funny. Sometimes you are liked for all the wrong reasons, or hated for all the wrong reasons, or given credit where there is none. I once lived with a woman who said I was the funniest man she had ever met, and she often laughed when I said something serious. Oh, she'd laugh, you ought to be in the entertainment business. But when I tried to be funny, she'd say, what the hell do you mean by that? You're not funny. I finally figured it out. The truth is the funniest thing around because you seldom ever hear it. And when you do, it astonishes you into laughter. And when you try to be funny, you often exaggerate the truth. And that's not funny at all. Well, this woman and I finally separated, and then the next one never said whether I was funny or not. She just switched on the TV and laughed right along with the laugh track, while I sat demeaned and depressed. Little Charles Bukowski there. See what else we've got. This one's pretty good. Let's see. 60-yard pass. Most people don't do very well, and I get discouraged with their existence. It's such a waste. All those bodies, all those lives malfunctioning, lousy quarterbacks, bad waitresses, incompetent car wash boys and presidents, cowardly goalkeepers, inept garage mechanics, bumbling tax accountants, and so forth. Yet, now and then, I see a single performer doing something with a natural excellence. It can be a waitress in some cheap cafe or a third-string quarterback coming off the bench with 24 seconds on the clock and completing that winning 60-yard pass, which lets me believe the possibility of the miracle is here with us almost every day. And I'm glad now and then that some third-string quarterback shows me the truth of that belief, whether it be in science, art, philosophy, medicine, politics, and or etc. Else, I'd shoot the lights out of this fucking city right now. So there you go. Little Bukowski there. Maybe one more if we can find a good one. See, what I did is I went through the book and I tabbed all the good ones. So it's a good note. You should do that to your books, no matter what they are. There's that funny one. Read that one. That's an interesting one. Looks like he's having trouble with bed bugs. Hmm. We'll try this one, okay? Charles Bukowski, Darlings. A world full of successful people's sons on bicycles on the Hollywood Riviera at 3:11 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. This is what some of the armies died to save. This is what many of the ladies desire. These stuffed fractions, non beings, pedaling along or stopping to chat while still seated upon their bicycles, gentle breezes touching their undisturbed faces. I understand very little of this, except maybe the armies killed the wrong people. But they usually do. They think the enemy are those they are directed against, instead of those who direct them, the fathers of the darlings. Darlings by Charles Bukowski from War All the Time. Poems 1981 to 1984. But you didn't come here for poetry, you came here for Mad Monday Morning NFT drops. We spared no expense. No expense was spent. But as you can see here, we still have a few of the Mad membership cards available. If you'd like to buy one, you can check out the link below. All you have to do is go to Bittrex, trade your whatever coin you would like for wax, transfer the wax to the atomichub.io exchange, and then you can buy things with wax. You can get garbage pail kids, you can get baseball cards. It's all available with wax. So check that out. The cards, the value of wax, like everything else recently, is down as well. So you can get a Mad Bitcoins Collectors Club membership card for 99 wax. That's only $13.20. So well down from $20 to $25. I went ahead and made a spreadsheet today to give people things. We're going to start with our number one guy, the guy who has most of these things. So he has 4 Mad Bitcoins membership cards. So I've got a bunch of random duplicate NFTs that I bought. Mainly, I bought Colonize Mars NFTs this week. Kind of a mistake. I kind of bought too many. But fortunately, I have this show where I give away NFTs. So I figured this is a good chance to give away some NFTs from Colonize Mars and other programs. So we're going to start by giving this guy, he's got 4 of our cards. We're going to give him at least one of these BB painting cogs. Remember last week we discovered cogs. They're like pogs from the old days. That means they're round NFTs with different artwork on it. It's pretty fun. Let's see. I previously had something that said like Mad Collectors Club. So this way they'll know. And let's see. We also want to give him some more stuff with the duplicates here. And after we're done giving away things, we'll go back through some of the stuff I've bought this week that I'm not giving away. So hold on to your hats. So let's start by trying to give this guy a full set of Colonize Mars stickers. I bought too many of the stickers. See, Colonize Mars is supposed to be a fun game, but as it turns out, it's really just more about buying expensive cards and then not being able to do the thing you want to do. So I wanted to colonize Mars, but instead I got a lot of stickers. So we're going to share our wealth in stickers with our number one guy. He's got 4 Mad NFT cards. So we want to make sure he gets a lot of stickers. Maybe even that one. They're all duplicates. So I got to give away a lot of NFTs today. Bought too many. We're hanging with the chat. James B says he was into Pogs. I thought Pogs were cool, but it was tough because it was like marbles, right? They wanted you to gamble with your Pogs. If I got a Pog that I liked, I'd be like, oh, I like this Pog. I'm not going to gamble with it. I'm not giving it away. But everyone wanted to do that. And that's what they were all into with the Pogs. We're also going to send this guy one of our Tiger Cage, Nicolas Cage, Tiger King NFTs. You can tell this is an animated NFT. That makes it better. Still only worth 88 cents, but still, it's the thought that counts. Also looks like we've got lots of duplicate member cards. Not really going to send those out. And we'll send him some soggy mittens. Bernie Sanders, soggy mittens. So hopefully this is a good drop. We're going to drop more next week and all that. So we're starting off with our number one guy. He's got 4 cards and he's getting a whole bunch of cards. This should work better than last week. Sadly, the computer I used last week has died. Its hard drive unable to continue, but I was able to get the data off thanks to what's it called? Drive drill. I screwed it all up. But anyway, I tweeted about it. Check it out. It's an excellent program. Saved my butt. So there it is. We have gifted to the number one guy. He's got 4. Our number 2 guy has 2 Mad Bitcoins collector's cards. So he's also very important. So we're going to make sure he gets a message. And we're going to find some of these. We're going to send him a BB painting for sure. Let's see. Some of these, we'll send him 2 fuel plant stickers. Oh, no, I can't. There we go. If you use the Apple key or whatever it is, Windows key on this keyboard, you can select multiple NFTs. Again, we're using the Wax platform here. I have way too many of these solar panel arrays. I went too much into solar panel arrays. Wax is fun. I mean, I bought most of these for like 10 cents a piece. They're probably worth 5 cents now. It's a disaster. But I do own them. You know, they are little things that I can send around. I can send them to this guy who's got 2 of the Mad Bitcoins card. I'll send him a Hodlin Herald as well. That's a very cool Garbage Pail Kids. It's got to be cool. James says there needs to be a Bitcoin NFT market. There kind of is. They're getting there. But it's the kind of thing where clearly Wax, even though Wax is a pretty simplistic interface here, I'm going to send him a fruit machine from Deadmau5 too. Pretty simple interface. A lot of it reads as a database, like it uses the word schema and things like that no normal human being knows what schema is. So here, shout out to our number 1 collector. He's got 2 Mad Bitcoins Collectors Club cards, and he's getting a reward. There's probably a way to automate this. I haven't found it yet. It's kind of nice to give out cards. Kind of makes it like a real collectors club. Like eventually all the people from the club will be here in the chat and they'll be like, oh, I can't wait to see what random cards I get. So here's this guy. He's got 1 of the cards. Let's get him on deck. And also let's standardize this message. So Mad Collectors Club thanks you free NFTs. All right, that'll do. Boom, paste that in there. And now we go find some duplicates to send to our cool fans. So we have lots of rocket ships, so we'll try to get rid of a couple of those. Fusion plant, here's a fuel sticker. And of course, what drop would be complete without some solar arrays? This is a secret advertising for solar power. Everyone needs solar arrays. So here we go. He's got some rocket ships. He's got some fusion reactors. And even if these aren't the actual cards that let you play the Colonize Mars game, which apparently you can't play unless you have $20,000 cards, which is something that I learned while I was buying the cards, not before. It's still fun to, have a little bit of colonizing Mars in your collection. They're nice looking stickers. I don't know. I got a lot of them, so now you're getting a lot of them. But we are still giving away duplicates here on the old Mad NFT drop. Says this guy needs a peg leg and a rocket ship. Oh, James wants to know the link to the Bitcoin NFT marketplace. I would check out Crypto Graffiti's Twitter. On Crypto Graffiti's Twitter, he announced that he was going to be the first artist on the new Bitcoin NFT marketplace, based, of course, on the Liquid sidechain or whatever you want to call it, Liquid network. And it sounds very cool. I look forward to it. I want to try to figure it out and make my own NFTs on there. Right now, it sounds like it's kind of a closed platform. They weren't looking to add just, your average Joe Mad Bitcoins. So I'm hanging out. I'm waiting. But I do think it's a good idea if you're an artist to apply to the Bitcoin NFT platform. And just in general, as an artist, to make some NFTs of your stuff. It's kind of like selling your signature. And I don't know if they're going to sell for you or not, but I think it's fun. So here we go. Another reward for the Mad Bitcoins NFT membership club going out right here. Hardly any solar panels in that one. The next one, we're going to have to give out more solar panels. So here we go. Bang, bang. Another rewarded customer. A lot of these cards I gave out for free. So They're not really customers. They're more like friends. And this is the kind of the way I think NFT should be. It's like a marketing kind of thing, and it's about getting free stuff, and it's pretty cool, right? Free stuff is cool. Get a couple rocket ships and a ton of solar panels. There you go. So, got to start getting rid of these solar panels. So here we go. Another member of the club getting a collection. Gur says in the chat, "You get a solar panel. You get a solar panel. Everybody gets a solar panel." Well, that's what happens when I overbuy. And what I thought I was going to do, I mean, I'll tell you about the kind of fun game mechanics that they have over at Colonize Mars. There's another one rewarded. Bang. We're all the way on to fours. We are making good time at rewarding people today. So, and we're not quite cutting through all the duplicates. We still have lots of NFTs to give away. And that's probably for the best, because I noticed there was a few new members in the Mad NFT Club this week, probably people that I'd given out the membership card to, and they hadn't created an account, but now they've created an account. So here we go. Account beginning with 4, you get NFTs, including solar panels. And you'll notice it's working a lot better this week because I'm running on my laptop that has a better hard drive than my previous computer, which I think was actually having trouble writing data. So it couldn't create the transactions. It couldn't store the data. It was totally being crippled by old age and bad care. And it's now on its way to the big hard drive factory in the sky or something like that. But here we are, another account getting rewarded here. Shout out to James, who's joining us in the chat. This is Mad Monday Morning NFT Drops. I haven't figured out how to automate it yet, but I'd like to drop free NFTs. Eventually, there'll be Mad Bitcoins NFTs, but I haven't had a chance to make those yet. So today, we're mainly giving out Colonize Mars stickers. These were inexpensive. I bought too many, especially the solar panels. So everyone in the Mad NFT Collectors Club should get some stickers, especially some solar panels. So I think this is fun. If you want to join the club, you could get in on next week's drop. Membership cards are down to about $13 because Wax declined with Bitcoin and everything else. If you want to get Wax, it's a little difficult right now. You have to go to Bittrex, which is an exchange. A lot of people already have an account there. You can buy Wax, like $100 worth or $20 or whatever, and then you can buy some fun cards. And that's about it. I don't know that the cards are going to be worth lots of money or anything like that. I think it's fun to have cards. If you look at my large video here, it's kind of small, but I got this cool picture frame to display my NFTs on. It's got my baseball cards and stuff like that. So it's pretty fun. Having a good time with NFTs. And I also think it's fun to drop stuff on the Mad NFT Collectors Club members. It's not like a rule or anything. I don't have to drop a certain amount, but I do want everybody to get some solar panels for sure this week. We're all in the Solar Panel Collectors Club. Here we go. Account starting with 5. You get NFTs. Everyone's named James in the chat. Just have excellent taste, guys. You have the excellent taste to be named James. Like the importance of being earnest. So good. Oscar Wilde. It's a play, and there's a dozen different movie adaptations. We're rewarding an account here that begins with A. So here we go. Account that begins with A. You get some rocket ships, and you get a ton of solar panels, and some fuel plants, an ice miner, and a rover. There you go. Almost a full set of stickers right here. Account beginning with an A. But yeah, and the importance of being earnest. Oscar Wilde was writing and joking, and the woman say, I said there's no better name than Ernest. I trust a man named Ernest and all this stuff. And the guy was actually lying about his name. He wasn't actually named Ernest. Yet he wanted to be as soon as he found out how much women like the name Ernest and how it fills them with a, sense of confidence that the man is earnest and true because his name is Ernest. And I think Wilde's really going for a second level satire there, talking about things that we think are important and earnest and the naming of things. Let's send this guy a rover too. So how they get me on Colonize Mars? Well, at first, The larger cards, the real cards, are kind of neat. You can take 3 of the small cards and combine them to get a level up card. So I, of course, thought that I would get a bunch of these small cards, combine them, run the market on solar panels, all that kind of thing, right? I was totally wrong. The solar panels that I bought were all stickers, and stickers can't be combined and aren't part of the game. They're just stickers. So I blew that, and then I had a ton of these cards left over. But I like the idea of these cards. I think it's fun to have colonize Mars cards. I think they should have let more people play the game. I think to get on the web page, you have to buy a $20,000 card, and that's not happening. Even the cards I bought were a mistake. Should not have bought them. So I'm kind of advertising against NFTs today, but I do think they're fun. I got nothing against the art here. I think they did good art. I think that it's fun to combine the cards together, even though you can't do that with the stickers. So let's send this guy a scouting rig. And it's kind of a neat way to learn about the game and to think about how we could colonize Mars. But I won't be monopolizing the solar panels, but I'm going to be the person to give out the most solar panels. So that's kind of neat too. Has an environmental message, mad Bitcoins, free NFT drops, doing some good, right? So there it is. We just rewarded an account that begins with C. At least I think we did. Let's double check. There it is. Very good. And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if I screw up and gave somebody twice the number of fun NFTs. You would just have to give them out to others. So we're doing duplicates, but I am going to go through my collection a little bit later. Start this guy out like everybody with a bunch of solar panels, a rocket ship. How about a miner? One of these fission reactors. You're ready to go to Mars. Account that begins with E. So send. You'll notice there's no errors this week. My computer is functioning properly and Wax is functioning properly. It was mainly my computer. So, okay, we did the account with E. We're going to get this account here that begins with H. This is Mad Monday Morning NFT Drops, where you get the free NFTs. Free. Something, actually. So let's see. Cargo ship, some solar panels, more solar panels, and an ice mining rig. I think it's fun. Like you could almost have a complete set of stickers just from being a Mad Bitcoins NFT club member. So James is asking questions about Wax. So what Wax is, and of course with everything in crypto, it gets complicated. So it depends on your level of expertise, but Wax is a copy of EOS. So EOS is a blockchain and it's delegated proof of stake, and that's complicated and all that. And Wax is a copy of that. So each one of these, when I'm sending them around, is a transaction. And one of the things I think about NFTs, especially at this level, when we're talking like 5-10 cent NFTs, not expensive stuff, is that just sending them around is fun and teaches people about transactions. You see here that this is hardly different from a Bitcoin transaction. I'm sending to an address, begins with K, could be anything. When I send the transaction, it's one way. So the screen pops up and warns me before I complete the transaction. When I complete the transaction, these little NFTs, which for a lack of things are signatures, right? They're unique signatures, are being sent from my account to someone else's account. Wax uses IPFS to store the images. It's kind of like an interconnected file thing that keeps files online. And because they do that, your NFTs presumably will be there for a while. We just did an account with K. And I think it's good. I think it's a good way for kids to learn about crypto. I think it's a good way for adults that are like skeptical, that don't believe they're getting anything. Like here, you're clearly getting something, right? You're getting a picture of a solar panel. Yeah, that's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's fun. You can look at your collection and be like, hey, I got a picture of a solar panel, and it's kind of neat if you really think about it that, I sent it to you and it's part of the club and we did it here online, whether you know it or not. Your solar panel and everything. Where's my solar panels? I couldn't have given them all away. I would love it if I gave away all my solar panels. Oh, dude, I think I'm getting there. Okay, so this collectors club is working out. I'm getting rid of all the solar panels. This can't be. I bought so many stupid solar panels. All right, I'm going to save a couple so the next guy can have some solar panels too. But here we go. Account that begins with M gets a bunch of fun NFTs. And again, compared to other platforms on the NFTs, Ethereum is a popular NFT platform, but it's very expensive to send Ethereum NFTs around right now. So that doesn't really work. Wax NFTs are cheap to send around because they're on their own blockchain and all of that, blah, blah, blah. They ran an ICO in 2017. And, we're very negative about ICOs. But if you look at what Wax has done here, it's not the greatest website, still has a lot of schema and strange words to scare the normals. But it does work, it is functional. And more importantly, I think it's fun, right? This Wax website, like, sure, I'm losing hundreds of dollars here. So don't put money into this. Like, put 20 bucks in and buy the cheapest NFTs you can find and have fun. That's what I would suggest. Fortunately, I have this plan to do the NFT Collectors Club and to make other NFTs. So I think I'm going to even out eventually. And I think it's fun to give away the NFTs. So that kind of downgrades the fact that I spent, $100 on Colonize Mars or whatever. But it's kind of like a casino, right? It's kind of like a gambling thing where you're like, oh, this one's going to be worth money and that one's going to be worth money. And then they never are. They're never worth anything, but it's fun, right? And as you can see from my picture frame, I'm actually collecting these. I think it's fun. I could have downloaded the images, which is what I actually did, and I wouldn't own them. But as it turns out, I do own the image for, Bernie Sanders plaid mittens, and it probably costs 50 cents. And I think it's fun. So that's it. I mean, you can criticize NFTs all you want or whatever, but I think it's a fun way to learn about blockchain for kids and for adults that wouldn't listen to you before. They're like, oh, I don't want any of your Bitcoin. Well, now you can be like, oh, I'll send you a cool garbage pail kid. And they're like, oh, that sounds kind of fun. Like, I used to have those, or baseball cards or whatever people are into. Okay, so I think we're nearing the end of this. So I'm going to give this guy, account beginning with you, a selection including one of the last solar panel array stickers. This might be bad. I might have to go buy more solar panel array stickers for me. That's fun. So there we go. Exit off. One more guy. Oh, not going to get a solar panel. Well, we'll find something nice for you. Count that begins with V. But this went much smoother than last week. System working better. Definitely my system broken last week. No solar panels denied. Oh well. That's it's really good that I got to give away so many of these cool stickers from Colonize Mars. In the future, I do hope to give away kind of more expensive NFTs. We'll give this guy an outpost sticker because he didn't get a solar panel because I have some. But expensive means like $20 or something. So, but if you wanted to get a Mad Bitcoins membership, it will be kind of a random thing where I'll select randomly from a list and I'll say, this person wins the $20 NFT or the $10 NFT. So if you want to do that, it'd be fun. The link is in the description below. If you want to learn about Wax and how things go. James says, speaking of casinos, any thoughts on GameStop? I think it was pretty fun, right? I guess a lot of people made money, a lot of people lost money, all that. But it was a fun idea that Reddit and these meme stocks could say, well, we like going to GameStop. We like going to AMC movie theaters. We're going to invest in them, even though it's pretty obvious that COVID and disease are going to wreck them, right? So they take this counter investment, they take it huge, they get all these other people to join them, and eventually, because of the weight of their investment, not because of the potential of GameStop, which is probably going out of business anyway, look at this, they make the price go up. And they really pissed off all the normal people who do the same thing in much more expensive groups. And they call it investing in mutual funds and all their other things. So it was pretty great to see Wall Street have the tables turned on them. I don't know how people fared, if they made money, if they lost money. I know GameStop was $300 or something, and now it's back to 20 or something. I'm not even sure. Don't quote me on that. But I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting and also showed the power of distributed groups. I think a lot of that stuff happens in Bitcoin and in crypto, and we don't know anything about it. And it's definitely happening, those pump groups. Uh, John Oliver did a great bit years ago making fun of the pump groups, and because the pump groups had released a how-to video with that generic music that's in every single free video. Dun 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 dun. how to join a pump group. Here's how to buy and sell at the same time, and all that kind of stuff. Because that's all it really is at the end of the day. Is the GameStop people gathered enough people to buy their stock that it went up. I hope their leader sold out. He always showed these screenshots that he wasn't ever selling and all that. I hope he had a second account and he was able to sell out and make some sweet money. So they say GameStop is going back up right now. Well, that's exciting. It's Monday. I don't know the degree of the up, but I wish them well. And if their leader still holds it, that's amazing. And certainly Wall Street, I think, played them unfairly, trying to block access to new capital to buy that stuff. Robinhood, other websites wouldn't offer it, wouldn't let you buy GameStop, would only let you liquidate, stuff like that. Very strange dealings over there. But we don't have any of that in crypto. So still a chance. Check out the link down below. If you go to Bittrex, trade for wax, send your wax to Atomic Assets, you could buy a Mad Bitcoins Collectors Club membership card. Only 13 bucks, 99 wax, cheap. So we gave out a bunch of NFTs today. Check the box. We talked about NFTs. The only other thing you wanted to talk about other NFTs that I bought recently. So I like common NFTs. I like cheap ones. I got all of these for about 10 cents to 50 cents a piece. Somebody put out a fun series of NFTs called Bud Farm, budfarm.leaf. And they look like Garbage Pail Kids or whatever, but they're collectible marijuana varieties. So it's pretty fun. We've got Trainwreck, Lemon Haze, Sativa, Bong Water, Water Pump, all that kind of thing. So I picked up some Bud Farm NFTs. Like a lot of these NFTs, the packs are still really expensive, like 10 to 15 bucks a pack. But the individuals, the commons that no one cares about, are 10 to 50 cents. So you can collect a set of commons for about 5, 10 bucks and display them in your library as cool NFT commons that you own. I'm into the BB painting and BB series of cogs. I've been collecting these whenever I see them, and I've been buying up all the cheap ones. Just some weird art made by this guy. Maybe his name is BB, or it means Baller Billy. That sounds fun too. He's got kind of a Cyclops, futuristic looking goggles on, and here these ones are painting, and he's painting a picture of himself. It's pretty great. Repelling Baller Billy and the Lurker, Triple Deeks, which looks to be the same artist but isn't part of the Baller Billy series. So all in on Baller Billy. I got some really cheap NFTs here. I got free cogs. It's a Dogecoin thing. I got a colonized wax sticker, which I thought was ironic because I had so many colonized Mars stickers. I also got some inexpensive animated ones, Star Chips D Renegade and Thomas Bunch's The Monkey. I checked out the Robotech series of cards. I wasn't too into them. I bought some of the commons at like 10 cents a piece. I bought a couple of the packs. I was able to buy those direct from the website for the first time ever. So that was kind of exciting, but that also meant that they're probably going to be worthless because there just isn't enough demand for Robotech. I remember Robotech. It was like Japanese anime type thing before Voltron, and it had flying ships and all that. The cards actually don't look that good. They look like they're shots from the TV show, not like a new thing that they made in computer graphics or something to really dress it up as a card. Looked more like screen caps from the show. So they had a big sale and a big launch here on Wax, but I don't think they did too well. Got a couple more Garbage Pail Kids, got to collect them all. And I bought one of these original artworks for the Jolly Roger. I like that. It's a nice, clean, garbage pail free design. Couple more Weezer NFTs for like a nickel a piece. I'm still trying to figure out Alien Worlds, so I bought a bunch of these random guys. But Alien Worlds is still hard to play and costs lots of money to play, it seems. All the cards are very valuable. The Trillium's very valuable. It's a pretty interesting story. The currency from this game called Alien Worlds, you can now buy on Binance. So obviously it went up and it went down, and it's been a wild ride. And I wish I could have gotten there sooner. Maybe I could get an RV, right? Here's a couple of packs of the Robotech that I bought. I bought one of the big packs. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to open it or try to resell it on the market. Previously, with the Topps baseball cards, buying packs went really well. You could buy packs on the first day for cheap, and a few days later, you could sell them for twice as much, three times as much. And again, that just leads to having more wax, which leads to buying more NFTs. So I took my baseball card money and I put it into more NFTs. Here's a couple more from Bud Farm, including Grow Lights, Mystery Seeds, Grow Box, Maui Wowie. Here you can see a couple of the Bud Farm packs. I bought a large pack and a normal pack. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Here's a couple of the crates from Mission to Mars or Colonize Mars. I realized later that you could only get the fancy cards in the crates. So all my attempts to get smaller cards and combine them together were for nothing because you can only get them in the crates. So much for that. But I do have a nice selection of cool Colonize Mars cards that I'll be giving away to the Collectors Club here in the future. Even a real solar panel array, but not quite real enough to be included in the game on the webpage. Apparently, you have to have a high level card for that, and the high level cards cost $20,000. So that's not happening. So I bought a ton of Colonize Mars stickers, but I gave away most of them today. So that worked really good. Here's a couple more Pogs. And again, 5 cents, 10 cents a piece. I wouldn't, I'm not really buying anything over a dollar here. So, and I got some baseball cards, but I want more. So that's about it for collecting NFTs today. We rewarded the Mad NFT Club. We suggested that you join. We told you that it's fun to play with wax, not saying it makes you lots of money or whatever. Although it does say in the chat that somebody says in 10 years, you're going to be kicking yourself for giving away those solar panels when they reach 100K in 10 years. So I'd like to see it. For now, though, I think it's fun that the Mad Bitcoins NFT Collectors Club members have more NFTs to play with. They can send them around to their friends, teach them about blockchain collectibles, and have fun. So thanks so much for joining us. Until next time, bye bye. So many buttons. Buttons are